going to be learning how to make paper mache and how to use it to make crafts. So I wanted to teach you about an old Irish story called The Children of Lear. And the story is about 4 children who get turned into swans. So today we're going to be making swans out of paper mache and newspaper. Let's go. First, we're going to start by making the body of our swan. So you're going to take some newspaper and you're just going to crumple it up together so you have a smooth at the top and it's free flowing out the back. Get another piece of paper and just put it on top of that, wrap it round. We're just going to keep building and building with our pieces of newspaper to make the body of our swan the size that we want it to be. Once you have the desired size, you're going to get some tape and you're going to tape it around the front and then you're going to tape it towards the back. Put that aside and we're going to go to making the neck of the swan. So you get a piece of paper and you just put it together. Then you fold the top over it and you put some tape around the top right there. And then you're going to put your neck onto your body and grab some more tape and tape it together. Now we're going to make the paste. So you're going to use a cup of flour, a teaspoon of salt, and you're just going to mix it around so that you are kind of trying to make sure the salt is evenly distributed. Then we're going to use some water, warm water from the tap, and just mix it. You can use a spoon. I used a fork just because I think it mixes better with a fork, similar to how you would mix pancake batter. And that is the desired texture that we're looking for our paste. It's the same kind of pasty look that a pancake batter would get. So just keep adding more water until you get the right consistency and try to get as many lumps out of there as possible because they'll only be a hindrance to you later on. Mix, mix, mix. And this is what your finished product should look like. Less lumps, more liquidy. So then you're going to shred up some newspaper and you are ready to begin. So lay out some paper, grab your swan. As you can see, I used some cardboard to make the beak of the swan. Grab your paste and your newspaper and just start. So you're going to put your newspaper into the paste and wipe off the excess. Be careful not to pull too hard because the paper will break. And then you just put it all over your swan. You're going to work on one side at a time with this one just because of the way it needs to dry. It will stick to whatever surface is underneath it if you try to do it all at the one time. So just keep putting the newspaper into the paste and gently wipe off the excess and then put it on the side of the swan that you are currently working on. Making sure that you're covering all of the swan. You want to make sure that there are no tapes showing, there's no under newspaper showing. So as you can see, I am still putting the paper mache onto one side of my swan. I'm going to do that to make sure that from the front of the swan all the way down the side to the back is completely covered in this paper mache newspaper mix. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it dry till it's at least almost dry until I flip it over, because as I said, it is very sticky and it will stick to the surface underneath if it's not dry. So you turn it over and you're going to start working on the other side, making sure that you're covering all of the second side. Then you let that dry and you're going to turn it up so that you can start working from the head down the back. Let that dry and then you're going to work on the underneath. Once everything is dry, it's time to paint. So what you're going to need is white paint and black paint and maybe some googly eyes if you have some to hand, but it's not a necessity. So just paint. Again, you're kind of going to do the same as, you're going to work on one side and then let it dry, and then turn it around and work on the other side, and let it dry, and then work on the top. And then once you've done the white paint, start working on the black paint. You're going to want to do a couple of coats until you can no longer tell that it's newspaper underneath. And there you have it, the finished product. It's not perfect, but you can get the gist of what it is. So yeah, guys, enjoy, have fun, and send me some pictures.